Have a Cipher, y'all down?
That's peace.
Alright, peace to the gods. My name is P Almighty 7, which is for the power of the Almighty truth of God is supreme. Today's mathematics is wisdom, knowledge, all being born to understanding. And I see that as the knowledge is always supposed to come before the wisdom. Then that's how you get the proper understanding. When you put the wisdom before the knowledge, we're always born a misunderstanding. And you know, you're never going to see things clearly for what they really are in that way. You might just see it for what it appears to be in that particular moment. Peace. How you see that, God?
Peace. I see today's mathematics as
Wait, hold on. It just goes around. It don't skip. Yeah, everybody get their turn.
Peace. I come to divine attribute of law, will manifest the law. He says mathematics is being wisdom, knowledge, on being born and understanding, wisdom being the wise words, knowledge being the activation, or not even the activation, but just the source of that wisdom, all being born and understanding. Understanding is the best part of those both. Peace.
peace. My name is Son God Allah. I see today's mathematics as wisdom, knowledge. Wisdom is the manifestation of one's knowledge. Wisdom is the words of God vibrate within the rhythm of rapping thought to make knowledge form. Understanding is the best part, the highest and lowest degrees of comprehension to be the cream that rises to the top. Peace.
Peace. My name is Qasim Born Allah out of Medina. Today's math is wisdom, wisdom, knowledge, or being born to understanding. I see that as wisdom is your knowledge applied and the applications of it. You know what I'm saying? It's the knowledge and what you know.
Now hold on for a second. You know, this is what the older guys would do, right?
Right.
They would say, listen, Allah don't lean or bend. See all this rocking you doing back and forth? When you see the A is standing straight up. You understand what I'm saying? Good. Stand still, guy.
Got me on the spot, dog. Shit, you know what I mean? Shit throwing me off.
But this is all a part of the discipline that you're learning in the Cipher.
Indeed. Alright. Wisdom is your is the accumulation of facts and see, you got me all mixed up, man, doing this shit, B.
Take your time, bro.
Indeed. I don't like saying what everybody done said already.
Yeah, look, that's one of the things in the Cipher. That's how one of the ways how your understanding start growing.
Right.
If you had something you was gonna say it, somebody say it. Now you gotta start to think like when the brother was reading off the paper, what he said earlier. Nah, don't say that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But look, keep it simple. You ain't gotta start off with no whole complex thing. Just keep it simple. That's what we showing people. That whatever level you on, that's what we come to the Cipher and build. That's how you get to that level.
Wisdom is your wise words. Knowledge, I see that as the accumulation and body of truths and facts. You know what I mean? And your understanding is your comprehension and clear view of all these things, and your knowledge and your wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
Peace. I come in the name of Reveal Allah. Today's mathematics is wisdom, knowledge. Wisdom is proper discernment, judgment. It could be an experience. Knowledge is your foundation. But if you have an experience before you're rooted in what you know, it'll come out as a misunderstanding. That's my peace.
Peace. Mahdi Allah from Medina. Today's supreme mathematics is wisdom, knowledge. See that wisdom is the activation of one's knowledge, and knowledge is the foundation of all things in life. It's the first step in the order of mathematics. And the wisdom and knowledge working in sequence with each other, they have to go in their respective fashion. So the wisdom will never be put before the knowledge. And then in a sense, you would draw a misunderstanding. Peace.
Peace.
How you see today's mathematics in the alphabet, huh?
Well, today's mathematics and alphabet is wisdom, knowledge, all being born to understand it. But wisdom before the knowledge says it born to understanding. It born to misunderstanding.
Hold on. See, look, I see what it is. Look, we're gonna have to do this again next week. You know what I'm saying? But look, you just start with the alphabet.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I mean? You just go to wisdom, knowledge is you is you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wisdom, knowledge, and the alphabet is you. You and universe. And I see that as you and our verse to make sure that we clear up any misunderstandings we might have by putting the wisdom before the knowledge. Peace.
You is universe. You deals with everything under the sun, moon, and stars. Peace.
Peace. I see today's mathematics in the alphabet as you are universe. You are not verse the devil's weak and wicked civilization, and the universe is everything, the sun, moon, and stars. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, zigzag zigs.
Peace. Today's supreme alphabet is your universe. I see that as you being your universe. All the things in the universe make you as you being the supreme being, God Allah. Peace.
Peace.
All
Today's
right, now look, y'all letting a lot of space be between y'all. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta pull the cipher in sometimes.
peace. Today's supreme alphabet is you. I see you as it's symbolic to a magnet. So you have to be that magnetic that draws your A-alike and not your unalike. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Today's supreme alphabet is you or universe. I see that as you and I versing in order to draw up a proper understanding or comprehend what it is that we're building on. Also, universe, you are the creator. You said universe. So wisdom and knowledge, but knowledge and wisdom in the proper order is what borns our understanding, and that's your universe. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Today's mathematics in the 1 to 10 states. What's the population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? The population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America is 17 million, with 2 million Indians making a total of 19 million. And all over the planet Earth, there are 4,400,000,000. So I see that as the devil being the majority here in the poor part of the planet Earth in the wilderness of North America. But as far as the whole Earth belongs, as well as the universe belongs to the original man. But here in the wilderness of North America, they taught us to put the wisdom before our knowledge, and by doing that, we lost the knowledge of who are ourselves, and we're living out our ways and actions in this devil civilization in a way that makes us other than our own self. Peace.
Peace. I see today's mathematics and knowledge, understanding, equality being.
Wait, hold up.
You
Hey, we
want
on
to
the
know
1 to 10?
knowledge, understanding, and quality, go to the 1 to 10. We on a 1 to 10.
Well, he just said a degree.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
Just said it.
everybody's saying
Gotta say the same degree.
Yeah, this I'm showing y'all how to have a cipher. This is what it is, man.
Peace. It's not understanding equality degree. What's total population?
1 to 10.
And 1 to 10. What's total population?
See, remember I told y'all about the Brownsville method? When you go through the degree 7 times, 3 times a day. See, when you doing this, the Brownsville method is built in. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, look, it's power y'all here building. So every time one of y'all quoted, you're going through it again, you're renewing that history. And then on top of that, y'all adding on y'all perspective. You understand what I mean? So that brothers here is growing. That's what I'm saying. Like, where y'all keeping all the space between y'all and all that, y'all not showing the unity that, like the guy said, when the 85% see that, they know. Don't mess with those cats. It's something that formation, you know what I mean? Anybody been in the military or something like that, they can tell you.
Peace. What is the total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America and all over planet Earth? The total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America is 17 million, with 2 million Indians making a total of 19 million. And all over the planet Earth, there are 4,400,000,000. Peace.
Peace.
Whoa.
What's the other?
How you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I see that as being, that's like the total population basically of the planet Earth as far as dealing with the original man. And, that's why it's the understanding degree, because that's what you must understand. We're moving through the wilderness in North America. Who these people are, your total population, so you can interact with your people on that wisdom level, so that wisdom can have that knowledge to be brought forth for proper understanding. Peace.
Peace. I see today's mathematics in the 1 to 10. What is the total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth? The total population of the original nation there is 17 million, plus the 2 million Indians, making it a total of 19 million. And all over the planet Earth, 4,400,000,000. I see that, God, as we being the majority of the people that exist in the planet Earth. We the original ones, and we go in 1 to 40. We show and prove that degree by understanding that there's 1 to every 11 original man. You know, it's 11 of us and it's 1 of them. So that's how we come up with that understanding. That's 4,400,000,000. That's how I see that.
Peace. Today's math in the 1 to 10 is saying this shit. What's the total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America? Answer, the total population of total population of the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth. Answer, the total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America is 17 million, with the 2 million Indians making it a total of 19 million. And all over the planet Earth is 4,400,000,000. And I see that as this degree shows and proves how we are taught that the original man is different from the Indian is different from the original man. But this lesson shows that we are all the original man.
It's different.
No, that we is taught that it's different, you know what I mean? Which is wisdom knowledge. But this lesson shows and proves the correct way of looking at it, how the original man and the Indians are all original and one and the same. Peace.
In today's degree in the 1 to 10, today's mathematics, the degree in the 1 to 10 is what is the population of the original people in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth. Here in North America, there are 17 million with 2 million Indians, making a total of 4,400,000,000. The way I see it is,
Wait, whoa.
19 million, you forgot that part.
making it a total of 19 million and all over the planet Earth, 4,400,000,000. The way I see that is, if you take things on face value here in North America, you'll think that we're the minority. That's what they want to run across is that we're the minority. But when you get the knowledge of yourself, you'll see that we're the majority. When you're able to connect with your brothers because you can see that they all are part of the human family.
Peace today. Today's mathematics in the 1 to 10. The student enrollment was the total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America and all over the planet Earth. The total population of the original nation here in the wilderness of North America is 17 million, with the 2 million Indians, making it a total of 19 million all over the planet Earth. There are 4,400,000,000. Now, today's degree in the 1 to 10, it shows and proves that what we're taught in this poor part of the planet Earth in the wilderness of North America, that the history shows that the colored man, which is actually the white man, is dominant, and us being the original black man, they tell us when we come over here that we're 3/5 of a man, so that making us less than in terms of population and in terms of general makeup of being or having value. So that degree clearly shows that the relationship, even though they only named the Indian and also the original, because the original doesn't state different ethnic backgrounds. It's saying that unified all over the planet Earth, the original nation, which is the unification of the seeds, the black, brown, and the yellow, which are the original seeds, is the majority, and the colored man is the minority. Peace.
Peace. Today's mathematics in the 1 to 14 states.
1 to 36.
To 1 to 36 is, did I hear you say that some of the 17 million do not know that they're Muslims? And I see that as the 17 million here didn't know that they were the true living gods because they put the wisdom, once again, before the knowledge, instead of doing the knowledge and the understanding. And that born them a misunderstanding of who they are and what this purpose here on this poor part of planet Earth is to teach freedom, justice, and equality to all human families of planet Earth. Peace.
I see today's understanding and Nas understanding equality as far as being 17 million do not know that they are Muslims. Well, I see that degree as being, I can take it back to the understanding degree and the 1 to 10 as far as it being, they don't even know that they're the original man as far as being the total population of the planet Earth, the 17 million, they don't even know that they're the original man. So, with that I say peace.
Peace. I see today mathematics in the 1 to 36 says, I can't hardly part himself. Some of the 17 million does not know they're Muslims, which is going to the other degree, that say, I can hardly believe that unless I was made blind, deaf, and dumb. Well, that's showing right there that, that the devil taught them how to eat the wrong foods when they was babies. So that's why they have a misunderstanding, not knowing who they are. Peace.
Knowing that degree.
Today's mathematics in the 1 to 36, do you mean to tell me some of the 17 million do not know they are Muslims? The way I see that degree is that in the 1 to 40, the 17th degree is what is the meaning of civilization? and one having knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, and is not a savage in the pursuit of happiness. So some of those 17 million are in the pursuit of happiness and acting like savages by taking on the colored man's traits and wanting to live like him, you know? So that's how I see it.
Peace. Today's supreme mathematics in the 1 to 36 is, did I hear you say that some of the 17 million do not know that they're Muslims? The way I see that is, if you look at today, if we apply it to today's reality, us as original people, we have all these other names that we've been called historically and been called presently, other than what we originally are, which is God, which is the black man who has a proper knowledge of himself. We got all these other names: nigga, Negro, the list could go on. Colored, Negro, all of that. They have all these different names other than what we actually are. And when you acknowledge God's equality, which is that 17 million, then you would actually know who you are. Was a true and living God. Peace.
Peace. Today's math in the 1 to 14 today's mathematics in the 1 to 14 states. Why do we let the half-original man like Columbus discover the poor part of the planet Earth? Because the original black man is God, the owner of the earth, and knowing every square inch of it has chosen the best part for himself. He didn't care about the poor part. Columbus was a half-original man that was born in Italy, which is southeast Europe. His full name is Christopher Columbus, and the place he discovered was North America. He founded the Indians here who were exiled from India 16,000 years ago. They are original people. Well, discover means to find unexpectedly, and I feel like that goes back to the misunderstanding, because the original black man, he's the owner of the whole planet Earth, and we already knew about the poor part. You know what I mean? The Indians was already here. They was already here, so we knew about every square inch of the planet Earth. So to find unexpectedly, that means you didn't even know it was there. You know what I mean? But let them tell the story here that Columbus discovered North America, and the devil was the first person here. So that's a misunderstanding in itself. And founded, the definition of founded means to establish or set up. And I feel like Christopher Columbus set up the Indians that were here by helping the devil establish their civilization here in the wilderness of North America, and taking us from our home, taking us from Africa to over here to wisdom, their knowledge, instead of doing the knowledge to ourselves originally. And a part of having the knowledge of yourself is not knowing who you are, but knowing who your enemy is. And that's why I feel like the knowledge degree in the 1 to 10 tells you who you are, and the wisdom one tells you who's the colored man. You know what I mean? That's the knowledge before the wisdom, instead of putting the wisdom before the knowledge. Peace.
Peace. I see today's mathematics in the 1 to 14 as, why did we let a half-original man like Columbus discover the poor part of the planet Earth? Because the original black man is God and owner of the planet Earth, and knowing every square inch of it, he has chosen for himself the best part. He did not care about the poor part. Columbus was a half-original man that was born in Italy, which is in southeast Europe. His full name was Christopher Columbus, and the place he discovered was North America. He found Indians here who was exiled from India 16,000 years ago. They are original people. How I see that, God, like my land, when he came to the shores of North America, he also came to the Caribbeans, and he found Indians.
He never landed here, man. He never came to North America.
And I see that as my understanding when he came to the islands of Borinquen, that he found Indians.
Yeah, he Caribbean.
Yeah,
that's
to the
where he went. He didn't come to North America.
He came to those islands, and he found Indians there that was already there. They had their own way of life, and they enforced their will on them by putting them in slavery, and whipping and torturing and raping their women. And a lot of when that part that said that they was exiled, like I looking at it, because the Indians used to be worshiping the sun and things of that nature. So that's how I see that. Peace.
The third degree and the understanding degree in the 1 to 14 is, why did we let the half-original man like Columbus discover the poor part of the planet Earth? Because the original man is God and owner of the earth, and and knowing every square inch, he did not care about the poor part. Columbus was a half original and was born in Italy, which is Southeast Europe. His full name is Christopher Columbus, and the place he discovered was North America. He found the Indians who were exiled 16,000 years ago. They are original people. The way I see that is, he found the people here who lost their power or didn't have the knowledge of what was going on around them. So he was able to creep up amongst those Indians and teach them and deceive them. So you have no power when you're able to let your deceiver come amongst you and run games on you. He was able to master them, learn what they ate, how they was eating, and bring in reinforcements and take over what they had. That's how I see it. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. See today's mathematics in the 1 to 14 as, why do we let a half original man like Columbus discover the poor part of the planet Earth? Because the original black man is God and owner of the earth. And knowing every square inch of it is chosen for himself, the best part, he didn't care about the poor part. Columbus was a half original man who was born in Italy, which is in Southeast Europe. His full name is Christopher Columbus, and the place he discovered is North America. Founded Indians here who were exiled 16,000 years ago from India. They are original people. The way I see that, God, is like our best part, your best part, and my best part is the mind. And I wouldn't let a half original man, a devil, anyone discover, inhabit, or tamper with my best part. I care about all parts, so that's how I see it, God. Peace.
Peace.
That's how we drop a misunderstanding when you allow His wisdom to go in front of your knowledge. You drop the misunderstanding by discarding of the parts that you think are not important, but they actually are. And this is how we become other than ourselves. Peace.
Peace. All right, hold on for a second. Now look, I want y'all to tighten in the cipher now. I'm gonna film from the outside now. Everybody, you gotta be shoulder to shoulder, man. You gotta be shoulder to shoulder. All right, so now, just go ahead. I'm gonna be right here.
Peace. Today's mathematics in the 1 to 40 states. Who is the founder of unlike attracts and like repels? An original black man who was a scientist by the name of Yaqub, born 20 miles outside the holy city of Mecca in the year 8,400. And how I see that as Yaqub means to supplant, and founder means to a person who establishes, or as a noun, that's what it means, a person who establishes. But as a verb, it means to give way or to collapse. And I see that as Yaqub gave way to his dissatisfaction, and that's why he created a nation of people who are unalike. But as civilized people, it's our duty to teach. He would establish civilization, righteousness, the knowledge of himself, the science of everything in life, love, peace, and happiness. And love is the 12th alphabet in our supreme alphabets. Is love, and when you know yourself, then you know that's when you do the knowledge, then the wisdom. So you have an understanding of yourself. So you know that you don't have anything you need is within, and you have to seek that within. But if you put the wisdom before the knowledge, you're searching for that love outside of yourself, and that's when you allow yourself to become dissatisfied. And that's why Yaqub was prone to make a people who were prone to devilishment and to being weak and wicked. Peace.
I see today's mathematics in the 140 as, who was the founder of the AllahChrist attract and unlike repel, an original black man who was a scientist by the name of Yaqub, born 20 miles outside the holy city of Mecca in the year 8,400. I see that, as him doing what he had to do to create devil, to show forth, to create devil. That was his duty for him. It was predicted of him for him to do that, so he could try to master the original man. Peace. That's how I see it, God.
Today's degree in the 1 to 40 is, who's the founder of unlike attract, alike repel? An original black man who was a scientist by the name of Yaqub, who was born 20 miles outside of the holy city of Mecca in the year 8,400. The way I see it is that he wanted to make followers. So if you don't know yourself, you're gonna go and listen to whatever somebody's throwing in your ear if it makes you feel good. If it sounds good to you, you're gonna go for it. So that's what he did. He was a wise man, but he had other intentions, and good intentions paved the road to hell. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
Peace.
Wait, should we go to actual
Yeah,
facts?
actual facts and solar facts.
Today's mathematics.
Take us on.
It is you.
Wait, all right. You don't know either? All right. Today's mathematics and the actual. Today's I know that.
No. I'm saying talking to myself about.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Today's mathematics and the actual fact states that the Indian Ocean covers 29,321,000 miles, and that's some of those numbers born knowledge of God. And as we know, the root of civilization is in Arabia at the holy city of Mecca, and the root is your mind. And the Indian Ocean is the border, so that's the separation. So I see the Indian Ocean being the knowledge of God, and using the knowledge of God to border your root and your mind to make sure that no one or anything, especially the devil, dilutes, tampers, or mixes anything with it. Peace. Today's math.
I just wanted to build on the Indian Ocean. I always seen it as.
No.
Oh,
You gotta wait till the cycle's over.
Today's mathematics in the solar fact states that Earth is 93 million miles away from the sun, and I see that as the original man born in an understanding of who the true and living God is, and to clear up that misunderstanding by putting once again the one before the two to come with the understanding, so the people control up the understanding. But if we come in with our wisdom first, you know what I mean, without doing the knowledge to ourselves, then our ways, words, and actions won't be wise. You know what I mean? It'll be more prone to being weak and wicked. So that's how I see that. Peace.
Alright. So now you got that question. Now's your time to ask.
No, I was just gonna say that I see the Indian Ocean. When I was looking at it, I hear you keep referring to Mecca as in the mind, and I always seen Arabia like symbolic to the heart, because it's saying it's bordered by the Indian Ocean on the south. Like the heart pumps the blood that flows through the rest of the body, and that's how I was seeing it. I'm not sure.
No, I mean, I see how you see it like that, but I call it the root, because the root of everything, of all of this, all in all, is your mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say it's the root.
But they always.
And Arabia is the knowledge, the Indian Ocean is the knowledge of God, and the knowledge of God is what protects your mind. That's how I see it.
No,
because I wanted to add on a little bit about my understanding and the understanding degree and the knowledge culture, because I feel like I didn't bring it like all the way through. Like what I was trying to say about that too was like we could take it to the God degree in the 1 of 14 too, because like they say they are original people also. So when he came and he found those Indians, found those original people. So what's the duty of the devil? To cause confusion amongst the righteous and to teach us that we different from each other. So you understand, that's why a lot of my people that's, you know, Puerto Rican or Latin or whatever you may want to call it, you know what I'm saying? They don't know the knowledge of themselves because they didn't study their history. So you know what I'm saying? Just like it says in the God degree, you know what I'm saying? He wants us to think that we're all different. So I bring my understanding within that degree too. Peace.
I wanted to add on too, you know, today's mathematics doesn't board in this degree, but I see today's math in this degree as well. The build degree, the 1 of 14. You know, why does the devil keep our own people apart from their social equality? You know, so because he doesn't want us to know how filthy he is in all his affairs. You know, he's afraid because when we learn about him, we'll run from amongst us. You know, and the way I see that, guy, is like, well, part of the social media advocate is society made a group of men for one common cause. Equality means to be equal in everything. I see that the devil is so, his wisdom is so wicked to the point where you would think that is wise, where he could give you the illusion of something of value, like which could be like inclusion, because a lot of our people was original people, right? They're apart from their own social equality, because at the end of the day, it's like you said in that God degree, it's like this person is different from me because, you know, they might have different quality features, they might have different hair, they might have a brighter skin tone or something like that, just as they always use as soon as they drop this off over here in the boat, on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So I see that degree as well. I see us keeping ourselves apart from our social equality and not and that mentality, which is the devil. You know what I'm saying? That anybody could inhabit, because the devil is made wherever God is in building. You know what I'm saying? That mindset that is the devil could take you over, and you could voluntarily separate yourself from this social equality, God, because you could think that you know what I'm saying, we're not moving on the same plane as Allah is supposed to be all in one and one and all. But you know what I'm saying? If you outside of that cipher and you want to do your own thing, you're just as good as Yaqub. So that's how I see it.
And the Indian people was all around the earth, just like the original man. So they original just.
See, that's what I had a question on, as far as, you know how the degree says, so why does the devil call our people African? Can we make the same statement as far as why does the devil call them people Indian? And I say that in regards to tribalism, the jungle way of life. You know, this is how you allow the devil, like Columbus, to come, or the half-original man like Columbus, to come and bring and put that wisdom before the knowledge, because they was already living tribalism, a jungle way of life. They strayed away from the root of civilization. They forgot that knowledge, you know what I'm saying, that they are the original man. You know what I mean? That's why they call them Indian, and that's why they call them Africans, to make us think that we're all different.
I want to add on to that. I'm gonna say that living a tribal way of life doesn't, from my understanding, doesn't necessarily equate to being a savage. Like, and I feel like a part of the reason why we call it the wilderness of North America here, because the way we're operating is more savage. Like, if anything else, because we lost knowledge of ourselves. You can call it tribal, but those people still in certain communities, those people still have a knowledge of themselves and their way of life, dating back to way further along than us, that we know here in the wilderness of North America. We don't know our native language, our native tongue. You know what I'm saying? So I see us as the wilderness of North America being a wilderness, because we out here living a savage life here, because we lost the knowledge of ourselves. We're not living out our natural way of life. So I feel like, you know, just because something is tribal doesn't necessarily make it savage.
I want to add on to that. And see, they saying tribal as savage, but tribal also represents a group of people that could all be the same, but for whatever reason they broke up and got their own tribe, so now they separated, you know what I'm saying? So that separation is what caused somebody to come and creep in and break them out. Oh, you're not part of my tribe, so boom, give it to Columbus, you know what I mean? So that's another part of that tribal shit where it fucked us all up, you know what I mean?
Peace, and I also want to bring another understanding, like, with the degree say half original, Columbus was a half original man, but I see it as being devil, because he was like from the Caucasian race. He was Italian, so you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying, like it say Musa was a half original man. It's only original and devil. You know what I'm saying? My understanding, to me, Musa was an original man, you know, and a prophet. That's how I see.
I was gonna add on to that, dog. I was doing some research. It was saying how the original devil was the Caucasian white man, who's graphic devil of the planet Earth, blonde hair, blue-eyed devil. Anything other than that is half original. Anything other than blonde hair, blue-eyed devil was half original. You understand what I'm saying? Because they all mix with the original. The original devil is the blonde hair, blue-eyed devil.
Now Cipher, God, because you know what I'm saying, it says it in the 140, you know, what is a real devil? Any grafted germ or any man that's made weak and wicked is devil.
All right, Lord, let me put a little more clarity to it. When I say he's like the most weakest form of living mathematics. When I say the blonde hair, blue eyed, meaning there's no other color that can show its weakness other than that.
Okay,
that's the original weakness right there.
That's peace. That's peace.
There's people with all different complexions that have blue eyes and blonde hair. So.
Yeah, but just like an 85 God, just like a Bill Power, you may not have all the qualities of an 85, you may have certain attributes of it. You know what I'm saying?
You're still an 85 though.
Yeah, but they're still a devil.
So if you're original man with blonde hair, blue eyes naturally, what would you call that? Just over the physical attributes? I feel like the devil is more so a mental concept.
Because you gotta understand, we can wicked too, God.
I know,
we can
Any man could be made weak or wicked by being made other than himself. When you let other people grab yourself, grab from you, like if you drinking liquor, your blood thinnens, right?
That's
So you-
why I
that
said
way-
God,
but like
45%.
Like let's say if you're drunk, you're more weak and wicked than you would be if you were sober, right? So you'll be more prone to live out devilishment. You know what I mean? The more weaker you are, the more wicked you are capable of being. So I see that as more of a mindset than actual physical attributes. Because I feel like one thing that I heard God say is like, a God could be black knowledge seed, a hard stone knowledge seed, and be more devil than the white man. Like,
Now,
you know what I mean?
you hit a point. I was just about to ask you that. Can the devil have the mind state of God?
He could be righteous. He could be
Okay, then he
civilized.
could be a 5%, but can he be God?
Righteous and civilized, guy. He
No,
could
you
teach.
say
He could
he
teach who.
God.
He could teach who God
He can't be
is.
God.
Can he be God though?
He can't be God.
Now
That's
Cipher,
what
now
he's
Cipher.
That's what I'm saying, God. So regardless of how righteousness that he's walking, he's still his original self is the devil. He can have blonde hair, green eyes. He can have brown hair, blue eyes.
But
His
to-
original
to
self.
live out the truth of being the original, true, and living God, though, you have to have the proper knowledge of yourself. You know what I mean? So if you don't have the proper knowledge of yourself, you're more prone to being weak and wicked. So you could be a devil right there too. You know, or you could have knowledge of yourself and lose it and be a savage, which is even worse.
That's true. That's a
What's
fact.
your definition of a devil? Other than the lesson, like your own take of what's a devil, an example.
A mentality, anything that's weak or wicked. Because I feel like we was building on Yaqub being dissatisfied. He was dissatisfied because he wasn't happy with himself. He didn't do the knowledge to himself. You know what I mean? Because once you do the knowledge to yourself, you know everything that you need is in you. The science of you is the science of everything in life, and the science of everything in life is in you. So the more you know yourself, the more you use the supreme mathematics to relate to the universe, and the more you know the universe, the more you can use the supreme mathematics to relate that back to your life. You know what I mean? But he was putting the wisdom before the knowledge, and because of that, he was dissatisfied. He was looking elsewhere to have the knowledge and wisdom, which is the love. You know what I mean? And when you do that, you put in the power, your truth, in somebody else's palms to make you dissatisfied and satisfied. And that's when you're more prone to be weak and wicked. You know what I mean? I don't need to make somebody else feel inferior for me to feel supreme. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see that.
I want to add on. That's peace, God. I want to add on. I see devil as being like a disease or a virus. You know what I'm saying? Because that mentality, like as soon as it starts to spread, God, like I said, it shows in all your ways in action. Like you could be, like they said, a savage in pursuit of happiness. There's a lot of brothers that say money over everything or money over this, that, and the third. So that means that money is over morals and values. Money is over brotherhood or family or love, period, or just equality. You're not dealing in equality because at the end of the day, like I said, once that devil spreads in your mindset like a virus, God, like, you know what I'm saying, it completely takes you over. You know what I'm saying? Like a computer when it gets a virus, what does it have to do? You got to take that shit in and reboot it. But then you might have to get a whole new computer because it's like, yo, this shit is so far gone. Some people allow themselves to be so far gone. You can always come, well, I'm not going to say you can always come back, but you could take the necessary steps, you know what I'm saying, to live righteously, God. But at the end of the day, man, the devil, like I said, I just see that as a sickness, like a virus. You know what I'm saying? Anybody is prone to get it, God. You know what I'm saying? No matter the complexion, like the God was saying.
That's right.
No matter
Many
the
shapes and forms.
actual fact.
See, I understand that, but it's not as it's not really coming like that as far as anybody to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's something devilishment. You have to be taught that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something you wake up and you just because you haven't been taught civilization. Neither, you know what I'm saying? Like a baby is not either civilized or a savage. You know what I'm saying? It has to be taught these things. You know what I'm saying?
I see devil, like the definition I come up with devil is deception, deceiver. So, yeah, a kid is gonna be deceived when you telling them it's Easter and it's Christmas. That's devil. That's making devil right then and there. When you using deception to pull somebody along. So it comes in many shapes and forms. Advertisement, marketing, all types of forms of devil. That's what we got.
That's why
teaching them how to eat the wrong food.
Right.
And that's a blessing that you said that, God, because that just takes you right back to you said it's all types of forms. That's what takes you back to the wisdom degree. The colored man. There's many colors. The box of crayons.
Right. So it can't just be
come in any form. But no, see when you go there, when you deal with the Muhammad, that's the original manifestation of the human form of the evil, of the devil.
He had to put
That's why I
the
say
clean
that.
glass with the dirty
I'm
glass.
just saying, it doesn't only fall in that box.
Nah, that's
You
it.
know what I mean?
That was the original devil, blonde hair,
I
blue
know, right?
eyes.
That's the original.
Wasn't
That's not the
That's
only.
it.
That's not the only devil.
That was the
though, God.
only
That's not
devil,
the only
son.
devil,
That was the
God. So
only
you telling me
devil,
the only
God.
devil is
God, that was
white,
the only.
blue,
That was
red,
the
God,
only
God,
devil,
outside,
God.
God,
That was
God,
fake.
outside.
It was no light skinned devil. It
No,
wasn't
I'm
no
asking, so
green
are they the
devil.
only people prone to being
We are the
devils?
original
Nobody
black
else
man.
can be weak and wicked?
I'm not saying that,
Yo,
God.
what,
Like
what
Ben
God
God
got
just
Bill
said,
at it?
it comes
One
in
at a time, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I was adding on, guys.
civilization.
You know what I'm saying?
Now look, I want y'all to know something. A real cipher is broken out here. Listen, if y'all notice, I stopped giving instructions a while ago, right? See, a real cipher, listen. Now think about it. If y'all was doing this every day, right? Wouldn't y'all be... Then think about it. Think about it. This is what I'm telling you.
Right.
This is, see, now look. Y'all three and the brother in there, y'all be together. So see, y'all already got a cipher. Well, y'all can do this every day. See how y'all start pulling out y'all jewelry all of a sudden.
That brother sharp.
Yeah. See, still start sharpening still right there. You understand what I'm saying? See, now listen. We wasn't perfect today. You understand what I mean? We're going to do this again, though. We're going to keep doing this until we get this right. And look, the people out there, they going to see, too, that this is how you start. We all, when we come in the cipher, but see, the difference is, if you come in the cipher and there's 20 people there, and you the only person that don't know, then it's easier for you to, you understand what I mean? So that's what y'all starting right now. The next people will see y'all building. You see what I'm saying? So look, see when Sarnetta be saying, yo, he want to see the guys out there. This what he talking about. This would see how y'all start talking that lane. Now imagine y'all was outside on the corner and it was all these kids in there playing video games in the store. See?
Start pulling up and want to
Yeah, the same way y'all had questions of each other, like, yo, hold up, I got a question about something you said.
That actually happened when we was on the train coming back one day. Remember?
Right.
He was like, yo, can I sit and listen to y'all?
And this is how you organize it to where you do it daily, like they continuing daily. You understand what I'm saying? So for y'all, and, you know, all the people that's going to see this on the after the class sessions, you understand what I'm saying? This is the magic right here, B. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying cannot be zero. Let's see what y'all was. That cannot be zero. You understand? But go ahead, y'all get back to the science.
This is what I wanted to add on, guys. You go to the building breed, 1 in 36, right? Because the devil warfare was a little boy. Now that's what I'm saying. Like, how was that devil made? It had to be programmed, right? It's like a program, God. Like you're watching a complete program. So that devil could be anything. Who raised you? You know what I'm saying? It might they might not have bad intention. Like for example, like my grand old Earth didn't have bad intention when she teaching me Christian, trying to teach me Christianity though. But at the end of the day, like I said, guys, he's programming. But she was programmed.
That's like saying
The
God.
programming all goes
Like
back
God.
to
That's like saying
Go ahead.
blue eyes. Listen.
No leaning in the cipher.
That's like saying I see a girl, right? A white woman. She pretty. I say hello. Listen, I start talking to her. I tell her I'm God, but I don't tell her that she's the devil. You understand what I'm saying? I tell her that I'm God, but I don't tell her that
But
she's the
we're
devil.
not disputing the fact, God, that
You
the
understand
white
what I'm
man's
saying?
the devil, but he's
No.
not the only devil.
But what I'm saying though, if she don't know that, you understand what I'm saying? Then she can't react on that.
But God, you're not
You know
supposed
what I'm
to be messing
saying?
with her in the
But
first
no. Teach all human families, God.
Right.
Teach all human families, but we come first. That's how I see it. We the knowledge. Our family's the knowledge, the foundation. So we teach us first. Then we can spread it. But that's like if you don't tell her she a devil,
you
how
trying
can
to
she
teach?
activate that
Or
power?
are you trying to teach her or are you trying to get with her? That's what I'm saying. Like,
God,
because that's
it was just an
different.
example. It was just
Right,
an example.
okay,
Like I
yeah.
said, who's the original man? Who's the colored man? The colored man is the Caucasian white man. Yaakov's grafted devil.
Or Yaakov's
Yaakov's, listen. Yaakov's grafted devil. When they say grafted devil, there's a physical aspect. That's it.
There's
Ain't
a
no
mental
Listen,
aspect
God,
too. Grafted,
God.
God. Original man can be grafted, God.
You can see the
The
devil.
85 was made other than their own self. They're grafted, right?
Anybody can be the.
They not living out
Anybody
the
can live the
reality of
devil's
the children of
civilization,
God.
God. Anybody can live the devil's civilization, but
But
everybody
can anybody be God?
physically. Everybody can't physically be the devil.
Colored
You got a
mean?
question.
What does
You
colored
understand
mean?
what I'm saying?
I'm asking.
You wasn't here last week, I don't think. I
I
was
was
telling
here
God.
last week, God.
I think I was telling God about the
Color is
train.
being diluted.
Right.
Remember?
Okay. That's the definition of color. What does color mean?
Color means
Universe,
Colorless.
Infinite, you in the cipher or you out?
colorless, void of color.
Nah. There's no breaking the cipher. There's no breaking the cipher.
Void of color. Void of color.
So what is what? What's color?
Void of color. See now.
You said wait, no. Say that again. What?
Void of color.
Void of color.
Void.
Color is void of color.
Colorless is void
No,
of color.
Actually, what is color?
You asked me what that's space.
I'm asking what color means. Not colorless.
Color is having substance.
So you're
color.
saying the color man has substance.
He come in different colors, son.
Yeah.
You got blonde hair, blue hair.
come-
That's substance,
We
God.
come into
That's
the colors
substance.
too, God. We come
Nah,
into
God,
No.
Be this brother the same. We both original, but we not the same complexion, God.
That's
Yo,
not
God,
different
wait,
colors,
Paul
God.
says one of the characteristics of the black man being dark.
That's a
God.
characteristic, God. That's not a color.
Yo, part of self, God.
No, I'm saying, but
Listen,
it's
listen.
color. But if
Black
somebody
comes in
color
many
you,
shades, God. You
You
know what
can
I'm
be
saying?
colored. You can have the wrong information that would be you be colored.
But now that's what I'm saying. Just like I was saying to the guards, I was telling you about if you got on the train, right, and you see a Caucasian people, you may look at her, she may have blonde hair, blue eyes. You may look at her, she may have brown hair, brunette, and gray eyes. You may look at her, but all of them still white.
But nobody said, but that's a physical characteristic.
Listen. You said that's the physical characteristics of who?
Of a Caucasian.
Okay,
As
but what I'm trying to tell the God
I'm talking about
is
as
the
a-
original one like them
Right, but
has
hold on.
blonde hair and blue eyes. That's what I'm telling you.
Hold on.
The original one like them.
But hold on,
If they ain't never make no, if they never mix with us, they will be blonde hair and blue eyes. That's what I'm saying.
What if you have the
That's the
wrong
original
information,
devil.
or you and I don't share the same information? Like I have knowledge, but you and I got the same knowledge, but you don't have the same knowledge. Your knowledge is colored now. Now your mind is colored.
Wow, 'cause I don't know the same thing that
No,
y'all know.
I'm saying, but your information is wrong. In this instance, so that's right. That's color. That's where color comes in. Like, so now you could be an original. You could look like me, but you're colored. You know what I'm saying? Your color mean that you got the wrong information.
Just like the God said, keep it simple. We ain't gonna go through all
No,
that right
that's-
there.
that is simple.
So that's not being colored. That's being.
What's
What's that word?
Let me add on. Yo, let me add on, God. Look, check this out, right?
When you talking about intellect, I don't look at not having the proper intelligence as being colored.
No. I'm talking about you have the proper.
But that's what you just said. If you wrong, that we y'all
not
building
so much. No. Do not what I'm saying. Like you saying that your information is wrong. You're colored. Like you might say, okay, well,
But-
swine is protein.
See,
You might swine is protein.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Lord. All I'm saying is that I don't really equate putting colored in the aspect of it being dealing with my intelligence.
The original man at one time.
Intelligence and knowledge is different, though, God.
Original man was once
You can be
colored.
intelligent and have
Meaning that
knowledge yourself.
Like he was colored because he was dealing with the wrong food. That's how color came into play, because he was dealing with the wrong information, the wrong food. The original man, I'm talking about the original man, was colored.
But
He was colored. He was distorted
okay.
due to
Through that
incorrect
process,
information.
listen. Through that process, what happened? Through that process, what happened?
I got a
He was
question.
colored.
Created the devil.
Wait, hold on.
Physically.
That's what I'm saying. So we talk about original man.
Physically, we're not talking about the mind. We're talking about
But it starts with the mind.
from having the wrong mind
But
food,
it
from having the
starts-
wrong intake of
But yo, God, but check
It
this
created
out.
the
I got a
physical
question.
devil.
I got a question for you.
That's what it starts. It starts
I got a
with
question.
the
Then,
Hold
mind.
on.
then, yeah.
I got a question, God.
Come on.
So why was Allah the 13th man?
Huh?
Why was Allah the 13th man?
Why was the father of law?
Yes.
The 13th
that Allah,
man.
The 13th man, yeah.
He was bringing forth this culture.
God, he had
Knowledge, understanding,
Right.
right? You have knowledge, understanding.
Right.
That bring forth the culture.
Right.
Now remember, he said, Clarence 13 Acts is for unknown, right? So as far as him living as far as that Muslim, you know what I'm saying? The culture was unknown. That's what the culture was. His culture was unknown. Then he made knowledge born. This when he created this culture. Made knowledge born, that the black man was God.
Right. But check this out, God. Look, some people say, okay,
That's
knowledge,
what
wisdom,
people say,
understanding. They say they say WB4 was who? That was the knowledge.
That is the knowledge.
Elijah Muhammad had what? Supreme wisdom. Allah had understanding. So that means he was able to see beyond physical sight. God see things what they actually are not what they appear to be. He saw beyond the words that Elijah Muhammad was talking about. The Nation of Islam practice that the Caucasian man is the only devil. God, they don't see that. They don't see the black man as really being the devil like that. God. They would look past that because they can't see it. That's what I'm saying. You got to
The
see
black
back.
man, son, the black man, God,
Nah,
as far as I see,
the black
my
man
understanding, the black man is not the devil.
Well, you can be, God, because
He
the
can
devil,
be.
because the devil is what?
But his nature, God.
Anything that's weak and wicked, though.
But his nature.
Anything that's weak and wicked.
But we're talking about nature, right?
We're not
Just
talking
like we're talking
about
about the,
nature, God.
well, I'm
We're
talking about
talking
it. Just,
above
just,
that.
just like we're dealing with the devil on the plane of 6 right here, right? The physical devil right here on the plane of 6. We're dealing with that, and I'm God on the plane of
nature.
6.
I'm
It's
saying-
7,
I'm saying
right?
nature.
So I deal above the plane of 6, right?
Nature to be
But what
manipulated.
I'm saying, though, God, don't misunderstand. What I'm saying is that the original devil, regardless if a mother do evil, regardless if he's
original devil.
the original
Okay,
devil,
let's go.
blonde hair, blue eyes, dog.
Let's go with
That's
the
it.
original devil.
Who
Yeah,
was he
that's it.
made from?
How's he
How's the
the
devil
original?
original?
Right. As you say, how's he the original devil?
What's first?
What's original?
What's the first?
Yeah, you tell me what the first is.
Original is origin, God.
Original means origin of
But
all.
who made the devil though?
Listen,
Who
listen,
made the
God.
devil?
Listen, God.
Who made the
Right,
devil?
so it's just a song with the
The devil-
original man.
Yeah,
Right.
from
We
you,
could
the
go
original man.
all night. We could go all night with this one.
See, that's what I'm saying, God. You trying to deal with. You
Who's
trying to
the
deal.
father of the devil?
You trying to deal with the devil on your equality. The
Black
devil
man.
ain't equal
Right.
to
I
you.
never
So
said
I
that.
I made the devil,
I never said
so you
that,
have
God.
to. That's why
That's
they.
the same.
That's why.
The same cloud of deception that make us believe
See,
that me and this
see,
brother is different.
see,
That's the same.
you ain't
cloud
never
of
go- listen,
physical
God.
attributes.
All right,
God.
dog. You ain't never gonna see the devil.
The God just built
Get on the
earlier
fly
about
shit, God.
the
Get on the
God.
fly shit.
The God just built.
This
Wait,
is-
God. The God just
Listen,
built
hey,
earlier.
listen.
How, like,
Y'all
when he got
about
other
to
gods
tap
call
on
him
to
devil.
a classic
That
cipher.
happened with you.
I'm waiting. Hey, look, I see it coming.
Woo!
If y'all keep building
Listen
long
what I'm
enough,
saying.
y'all gonna
What-
hit one of the
what's
classic
being said-
topics.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Why did Yaqub? What was Yaqub's determined idea? To create a nation who was unlike, right?
But where did it
Hold
start
on.
from?
Hold on. Because he knew about the dissatisfaction. He knew about the ignorance and say the intelligence of both sides, right?
God, you think he
Then
wanted
he
the
brought.
job?
Then he physically brought out the
He
devil.
wanted that job.
It was destined to him, God.
It was
It had to be.
predicted that he would do
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's peace, Lord. That's definitely
So
peace, God.
how it feels to be in a cipher, right? With brothers dropping all this jewels, you know what I'm saying, above where your degree is right now, what degrees
You
you
want
want.
to study, want to catch up. You know what
Yeah,
I
see
mean?
that's what I'm saying.
Indeed.
That's what the cipher is, man.
I can properly add on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this where I came
Real
from.
quick, God, like not for nothing, God. Like when I used to come to the class on Tuesdays, and you and Wise go back at it, and they used to be above my head. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get to that level. I gotta get
Right,
there.
right,
We was
right.
going through mad sciences.
Talking about Ryan Jamel, right?
No,
But at the same
no,
time,
no,
God, you know what? You know what I learned
Allah
too?
Wise.
One thing I want to say, I want to add on to say, one thing about understanding is the clear mental picture one gains from the knowledge and wisdom. And to see is not just with your eyes, you know what I mean? To understand is not just with your eyes, you know what I mean? It's a mental thing too. If you're just trying to see with your eyes, that allows you to have a cloud of deception. That's why when when our babies are born, they look at the double civilization, and they just see what's going on, they could think that this is the way that things are always been done. You know what I mean? They don't have no knowledge of self, they don't know about their history. But once they get their history of their knowledge, that's when they could have the proper wisdom to have the proper understanding, to see things clearly for what they are, not what they appear to be. But seeing things just for what they appear to be is not understanding. That leads to a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? And physical attributes, judging people just off of their physical attributes, that could always lead to a misunderstanding. That's what taking on face value. And one thing we teach is don't just take anything on face value.
It's about, like you said before, the confusion. It comes in. It's all types of colors.
Yeah, guys. So
That can confuse you.
You get caught up in that kind of deception. The knowledge of self will lead,
I'm not
will
saying
lead
don't
you to
judge
see
a
things
person by their
clearly,
words
and
and
they will clear
But
that cloud of deception.
You can be
guys.
righteous as hell, right? But you're still a 5%. Why? Why are you a 5%? It has to be some not only physical characteristics, but when you deal with DNA, because you can't be God.
But
You
it's
can
like-
only be a 5%.
It's
Why?
like 5%ers though.
Well, hold
guys.
on, but why? That's what I'm saying. Why? Why can't the white man or why can't the brother be God? Why Why he can't be God, but he can teach that the black man is God? Why he can't be God? He's smart. Why he can't be God, God? Why?
Because
Why?
it's more prone to being weak.
No,
wicked.
no. Why, God?
It's just because it's physical.
No,
That's
he
the
is
original.
Grafted from the original, right?
because he
right.
grafted. He's not the original man, right?
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So
right.
the physical characteristics do mean a lot,
It
and
means
as
a
far as
lot.
determining.
It does.
You have to understand that.
Man, that's my style. Nah. That was my whole point from the beginning. Nah. You trying to swing that now. I'm saying that.
An idea, the devil comes from an idea.
I'm not debating that.
Okay.
I'm just making
So-
my brothers more aware. Meaning, basically saying everybody ain't your people.
No.
We
That's a
know
fact.
that, God. That's what we
But you
say.
got-
That's
Anybody
why.
can be weak and wicked.
But hold on.
But I'm saying that.
But that-
I mean, if we all supposed to be 5%ers, right?
Nah.
Your duty is to teach.
All of us ain't 5%,
I'm saying though, God, but your duty is still to teach. You say God, right?
Hey, Doc.
Teach all human families in the planet, right? Would you if a white man came and you wanted to be civilized, would you civilize him?
Yo, I like this little shit.
You sure? That's what I'm
That's your
saying,
duty,
God.
God.
That's your duty, God. But that's
See, but don't get it confused, God. I'm not gonna be like, yo, come to my crib, we're gonna sit down at the table and we're gonna keep building like that. It may just be I run into this person. But your initial family, God, when you wake up in the morning, you wake up next to your woman, that's who you're supposed to teach first, God. That's who you're supposed to teach. You're not supposed to go out there looking.
no, you're not looking, God. I'm saying though, like
Who he said you
like
gotta
those
teach
that
for
will
the
come
woman?
they will choose themselves.
They will choose themselves.
Amongst you, so I'm saying
That
you
may
could be
take
out
that
in the
shit to
world,
do
like
with us.
walking around, a white man could come.
Now, when we came to knowledge,
I want to
but
learn the
we
knowledge.
came
of
to
See, but I'm
knowledge,
not stupid, God. I wouldn't even put myself in that position.
No,
I know
no.
I'm not qualified like that to teach to that capacity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, go to the school. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Send them to the school.
But I'm saying
Ain't
though,
nothing wrong
alright,
with that.
after you knowledge 120 though, I'm saying though, like after that, what about then? That's what I'm saying. God. If somebody come up to you, like I said, I want
Can I ask a question? What's
Let
the
me
worst
ask a
devil?
question. Let me
What's the
ask a
worst
question. I got a question. A real important
All right.
Right, so
Let
let
me
the guy
catch your
ask.
wisdom.
Hold on.
Hold on. If the black devil is the worst devil, right? This is why you teach your people first. Why? Because if you teach your people first, son, then they can. The people around them is gonna reflect because this is why they do it. This is why the Caucasian acts how he acts because how we act towards each other.
But God, you gotta
What?
teach him about.
That's a
his-
fact.
Just like, yo, God.
Even before the devil was created, it was a determined idea to make a people to rule over your people. So you telling me that
So you telling me the way
in
we
10
act-
years, hold up, you
think
telling
the
me
way we
no,
treat
hold
each
on,
other
you
is the
telling
reason
me,
why the devil treats us like that?
hold on, God.